Hey guys, Rob GillT channel, all about property, Cape Town, and a bit of fun, South Africa. Yeah, so today I'm just running around. You'll see you didn't get a video on the weekend. I've been so busy setting up the pass shop, and I've got clients I'm running around with on the property. So I haven't had a lot of time to give you guys a video. And today I'm running around trying to sort out a security camera. I mean, this thing now absolutely packed up. At least I think it did. You know, I did my checks, and there's power on the cable. This is the power cable, and there's signal. I don't know. I think there's signal. I don't know. I don't have extra cables, so I'm gonna go and get this tested, or maybe I'll just buy another one. I've been looking online. I can show you what's online, and it's really not sure what to buy, but I think it's the camera. So I've got to go look for this today and try and get that sorted out, and we can get that back on the go again. It's only one of them. I've got plenty running and whatnot, but I don't want to take them down and swap them out and check them out because they're really high. I mean, they're right at the top, so this one is not as high. At least I got that out. That's the one that packed up. So hopefully it's not the cable, because otherwise I'm running a 30-meter cable or something ridiculous. This is at least hopefully just the camera, and that'll be better than anything else. But with that, let's get started with today's video. It's going to be about CCTV cameras, I presume. So I'm shopping online for these cameras, and I'm trying to find, yes, I tell you what, and the prices vary so much, from a couple of $100 to, now I was typing CCTV camera, security camera. I mean, they go from $200 to $9,000 for one camera. Okay, now yesterday I tried to order this one, and it was at 309 Rand, right? And when I went in, they said, no, we've changed the price to 327, so I left it. Now I'm back having a look at it again. Look, it's 343 Rand now, so I mean, that's like, oh man, definitely don't need a set, that's for sure. Now the other thing I wasn't sure of is if that make will work on my make, because my make is a provision cam or something to that effect, which is slightly different. And then I'm obviously looking for those LEDs in there. That looks the same as what I've got. So, and I've looked at some of the other shops, and some of the other shops are crazy. So it looks like I'm going to go and have a little shopping excursion. Go out there and have a look. See, that's a 720p, and I'm looking for a 1080. That's a 2 megapixel. That's what I've got, a 1080 and a 2 megapixel. It's that. It's exactly that. So, yeah, I don't want to buy a smaller one, because I don't even know if it'll set up and work and all that. As far as I know, I'm just going to plug it into my system and it'll just work. I'm definitely not calling someone else out to do this. This is ridiculous. Hopefully that cable hasn't packed up, because I'll die if that's the case, because then I've got to run that cable, and that's crazy. But I've checked, I've got voltage there. You guys comment and tell me how much voltage I'm supposed to have. I've got about 4.6 volts, which should be enough as far as I know, because it DC volts, it takes losses between the power and the camera, and it's quite far, so I expect that's always been like that. And if it's got voltage, then surely the cable's not broken. That I don't know, because I don't have a spare one right now. Hopefully one comes in the box, I don't know, and then I can check the cameras in the future, because I'm not taking one of the other cameras down there, far too high. Anyway, let's see how the day goes. Let's see how that goes. It should be interesting. Off on the camera hunt. Here we go. Let's get going. So, turns out it's not the security cameras at all. After all that, after looking through the things and going through everything and checking all the different cameras out and whatnot, I went to a little guy up the road here, and I wish I could remember the name of the shop. A lovely little shop up in the main road. I saw a photograph of a big key outside, or a big remote, or whatever the case. So we popped in there, and I was looking at the cameras and what have you, and I says to the guy, "Can you check this for me?" And he's like, "No problem." Checked it out, everything says it's working. I was like, "Oh, great, okay, fantastic. Now I've got problems." Back to the house, and yeah, that little voltage problem that we had. I mean, I took the cable apart, and it's true as heavens, there was a bit of a disconnection there. Soldered it all up, got the 12 volts that I needed, And that sort of, okay, it still wasn't right, because obviously the other cable for the vision had somehow got a bit loose as well, so I tightened all that up, connected it up, Bob's your uncle, problem solved. But with that said, what security are you using? What kind of security are you putting around your property to make sure that the boogeyman doesn't come in at night? Nobody wants Michael Myers pulling in sometime in the middle of the night, or any other time of the day for that matter, when you're not prepared for him. And what kind of security do you think you would use? Look, there's certain parts of the country that you would have to use everything. It's just like build a fortress, put crocodiles around it, that sort of thing. You're never going to keep a criminal out 100%, but you're going to deter him, and that's the big thing. Send him around to the neighbours, let him go there rather. And yeah, true, it's better than coming to you. So in some cases you can use CCTV, electric fences, alarms, all those types of things. They're all a pain in the butt, to be quite honest with you, but in today's day and age sometimes it's necessary to keep old boogeyman out of your house. Look, cameras are great because you can see what's going on outside around the place, especially if you wake up in the middle of the night and there's a noise and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go outside, go outside, get clubbed to death, whatever. Rather have a look at the camera, see what's going on, and if you cover the house nicely, it's quite cool. You can see what's happening, what's going down, whatnot. Another fantastic deterrent these days is a good electric fence, but not a short one. It's got to be really, really like eight wires or something like that, and a high wall. That does keep people out if you have that worry. Look, in Cape Town, we really just don't have that worry as much as you do in say, Joe's, Victoria, Durban. But it's still a worry, it's still something you have to concern yourself with. And the biggest concern is not how they get in when you're not there, it's how they get in while you're there. If the boogeyman comes in while you're sleeping, it's not cool. Michael Myers walking around with his white mask on his face, here I come, You don't need that in your life. So it's always something to consider. And I'd just love to hear what kind of security you guys are using. I know estates are a big thing now, people living in estates, because it's pretty safe there. It's people don't come in and go, but people still do get robbed in estates. It's not perfectly safe, especially in some of the worst towns. But I would say a good electric fence and alarm, good enough. The CCTV is a bit over the top, it's just a bit of fun. Cameras and stuff, so you can see what's going on, and it's quite exciting to see what's going on. It helps, but it does help. And it also deters people from coming around, because what it does, it records, it keeps information on who was around. If people do break into your home and you're not there, you can actually go back and check. You can put it on your phone, you can check when you're away from home, and it's really handy. For example, if you've got an investment and it's a short-term rental Airbnb type investment, and it's standing empty a lot of the time, and you live a few k's away or even further, it's nice to be able to just switch the phone on and see if everything's okay at the house, or if the alarm goes off, you can also check the cameras and see what's going on. Why is this happening while you're not there? And I know there are some complications. You've got guests and there's cameras in the house. Is it like the right thing to do? But really, your house is standing empty quite a bit of the time, and you want to keep an eye on it. So that's what it's really for. That's the big thing at the end of the day. So you can keep an eye on your investments when you're not around. It is on your phone, it's on your computer, whatever the case, you can check it out. So with that's just a little bit about security and the boogeyman. Yeah, I wonder do you know who Michael Myers is? Just by the way, Halloween, guys, that's it. Yeah, right, just so you know. That's the movie, yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, like the Facebook page as well. It's also out there. I put these videos out there as well because I do have a following in that area. And if you're looking to buy property or anything like that, check it out in the description below. That's what we're all about. So until next time, guys, have a good one.